why do we have quality contests? Why does it matter? It's very simple. We owe it to the competitors in the contests. And what is a quality meeting or a quality contest? It is one that is consistent from the clubs to the areas to the divisions to the districts. We want consistent contests. Who can participate in a contest? Well, they should be a member of a paid club. Probably they should be paid up themselves. Those are some of the basic things that, as we put people forward in club contests, that you as the contest chair should be checking those things. Is the club paid? Is the member paid? All right, you are now the contest chair. If you are an area governor, you are the contest chair of your area contest. What does that mean? It means you have to learn to delegate. You can, if you wish to drive yourself nuts, do it all yourself. Do not do that. You will delegate. First thing you want to do, you need a chief judge. That chief judge, in turn, will select judges, including the tiebreaker, the counters, and the timers. You've taken all that off your plate. One other thing that you can do, and I suggest that you do this, is you get a Toastmaster. You, as the contest chair, can, please do not do this, do not be the Toastmaster. There are going to be, I don't care how organized you are, how much in advance you did this, there are going to be numerous fires to put out that day. Your judges are not going to show up. Your contestants are not going to have their paperwork in order. There are just going to be a plethora of things that did not work. You want to be focused on making sure that everything works well. All right, so I've talked about the contest chair delegating. We've got a chief judge who is going to take care of the judges, make sure that they're trained, make sure that they're briefed. The timers are going to know what they're going to do. The ballot counters are going to know what they're going to do. You, as the contest chair, could possibly help the chief judge in letting him redelegate back to you the briefings for the counters and the timers. Let the chief judge worry about the judges. Now, what does the Toastmaster do? Well, the Toastmaster is going to have a nice flow for the meeting. The Toastmaster will make sure that the contestants have all of their things lined up. The Toastmaster will brief the contestants, draw for speaking order, talk about where they're going to speak. Very simple things. But you've taken all that off of your shoulders as the contest chair. Now, there's lots of things in the rule book about the number of judges. I'm going to start with clubs. Clubs, do the best you can. I can tell you that you need 5 judges. Do the best you can. If you can only get 3, then you get 3. Don't worry about it. It is to give the participants, your contestants, a feel for what the area contests, what the division contests are going to look like. How many judges are back there? You want to put forth the best contestant that you have available, and you want it to be fair. Clubs, do the best you can. Areas.
One question. Should you worry about using the actual judging form?
Absolutely.
Club?
Absolutely. The judging form, yes, you should. A contest that is held is required to follow every nuance of a contest at any level. So if you're holding a contest, you can't say, well, we'll suspend this rule or suspend that rule. That is not the way it works. you will follow all the nuances. And just as a side note, at the club level, you don't have to hold a contest, but if you do hold a contest, follow all the rules, you can of course just elect somebody to participate in the area contest. I always suggest letting them go through the process to get a feel, because some people have never been to a contest before. Let them understand what it's all about. Areas. How many judges? Minimum of 5, equal representation across your clubs. Most areas have at least 4 clubs, so that would be 1 from each one of those clubs. You've got to have a tiebreaker judge also, but a minimum of 5 judges. I know it conflicts. Yes, Sarah.
So we're allowed to have judges that are from the same club of a contestant?
At the area level.
Okay.
At the area level. From the division level on, you cannot, a voting judge, that would be judge, chief judge, contest chair, cannot be a member of a club where a participant is taking part in the contest. Divisions, they need 7, a minimum of 7 judges. There is liberal use in the rules of the phrase, where practical. Use your best judgment. We all know, for those of us that have given lots of, or participated in lots of speech contests, that it's difficult at times to get people to participate. Contest chair. What else can you do? What else should you do? Number one thing that a contest chair has to do, and probably more than once, thank everybody who came out and helped. I have seen where a contest chair will give to the judges, to the timers, to the counters, to the sergeant at arms, etc., a gift. That's nice. It can get expensive, it can get tedious. Write a thank you note at a very least. Give a thank you note to everyone who participated. And when I say participated, for those who volunteered to help. The Toastmasters organization has a certificate of participation that you should prepare for all of the people who came out to the contest to compete. You should have those prepared ahead of time, everyone who is competing. And what I always like to do is I have 1 or 2 blank ones, because there will be a name change, someone will drop out, I'm an alternate. Just be prepared for all different contingencies. Make sure you have prepared certificates of participation, which I said, and your first, second, and third place winners. Those, of course, will be blank as far as name is concerned. Now, where
can you get those?
That's what I was doing right now. Where do you get all this? Toastmasters.org/digital content. On the left-hand side, there will be a place that says speech contests. There is no excuse, Sarah?
Yeah.
That notebook. There isn't really any excuse for people to say, I don't have the forms. They are out there. I have a book with every form known to Toastmasters contests. I have at least 10 copies of each form in here. I don't want to be caught short. So every year we're doing the Tall Tales And the evaluation contest this fall, if you go out to Toastmasters.org in digital content, download all those. In each one of the sections, be it evaluation or Tall Tales, every form that you need. Judges' certificate of eligibility, participants' eligibility, certificates. Biographies for all the participants, contestants. All of the forms are there. Free to download. There should not be a reason in the world why you do not have a form. If you have any questions about this, Els and I are the contact people. We are responsible for contests. Jeremy will make sure that our emails are available to everyone. Division governors, you should contact us without hesitation if you have any questions. I encourage the area governors to go to the division governors, but please, if you have anything that you're not sure about, I think that the answer is then contact Els or myself. We are your points of contact. Out on the district23.org website /run-a-speech contest, there are programs, there are scripts, there's the checklist. I looked this morning, Els has to get the scripts out for the current contest session. You have to approve those. If you need scripts, please don't go into your archives and use ones from years past. That drives me nuts. There's a few things in the old scripts that were flat out wrong. And as my introduction said, I'm a stickler for rules. Rules are something that people try and work around. It gives consistency. It feeds back to your quality contests. Rules are not supposed to be onerous. They are a guideline to help you make the right decisions. If there's something you're not sure about at any level, Els and I have been around the block a few times. We can answer your questions. Sarah?
I don't think you finished your thought about scripts. Are you saying that once there are new ones approved, they'll be on the district site?
They will be on the district site within a couple of days. They're ready to go. Every year we go through the scripts because there are rule changes.
Another question.
Another question.
Is it the job of the contest chairman or the Toastmaster to collect the speaker eligibility forms and biography forms?
Everything falls on the contest chair.
Okay.
It is the contest chair's responsibility to make sure that they are there.
Okay.
Contest chair is responsible for them. You can delegate, but if you delegate too far out, too many of the little nuances, then things fall through the cracks. I recommend that the contest chair be responsible for making sure that they have all of the paperwork from all of the contestants as well as all of the judges. It would be nice if we had one in the district posted, but there is a template out there to remind you that you should have forms, that you should have certificates of participation, that you should have a timing light, that you should have, all of the things that you should have. It is on the checklist. And that would be my presentation.